What's happening, fam? Enjoy your Sunday. Enjoy your life. This is about to go down because I got to ask, can you handle the truth? Can we handle the truth? I'm going live because, look, I ain't got the time. You know what I'm saying? Naima, what's up, sugar? But can we handle the truth? Is the title of this joint. What's up, young gig? Man, it's about to go down. So, truth is, we're grown and we want to live a grown life, right? But can we handle the truth about this grown life? And I don't know if we can, but I'm gonna put a lot of stuff out here and I'm gonna do my best. So let's roll with the first one. Can we handle the truth about our family? Honey ass, what's going on? What's going on? Black Zeus. On that Jack Nicholas, you can't handle it. You know, but can we? Can we handle the truth about our family? You know, can we handle the truth? Oh, watch your name. Stop flirting with me. Stop doing it, girl. Maybe we had the best family. And maybe our family did everything they could to put us in a great position in life. And maybe we didn't capitalize it. Can we handle the truth about our family? You know, that's the thing. What can you handle? Let me take it a little bit further. What if your family wasn't the best family? And they sabotaged you? Can you handle that they're not going to never have your back? So why are you still there every holiday? You know? Sure, I ain't even got to do it. I'm going to chill with this wrench thing because I don't know how often I'm going to be doing lives. You know, I ain't going to lie to you, Naima. I don't know. So can you handle your family? Can you handle that maybe your family, just maybe, even your family could have been messed up? But can you handle the fact that you might have had it better than your family had it when they was kids? Can you handle that truth? Can you say, you know, guess what? Compared to them, I'm doing good. Or can you handle the fact that you never even asked how your family grew up? You just assume that you had it bad. Or you assume that they always had it good. You know, that's the question. Can you handle the truth about family? Can you handle that some people in your family, big game OJ, what's up? You know, can some people in your family actually sacrifice and put the family in a good position, and other people blew it? So you might be on the side that blew it. Or you might be on the side that got the family ahead. And now, can you get mad and say, you know, that's what happened to the other side of the family ain't our problem. You can't hate me because y'all messing up. Sigma Wolf, what's popping? And that's the question. You know, can you handle the truth about, first and foremost, your family? Can you handle that? Because what's going to wind up happening is a lot of us take these family issues out into the world. And let's just say, can you handle the fact that your family probably wasn't as bad as you thought? And other people you meet have a worse family that did better? Can you handle the fact that maybe your family might be messed up, but they know how to handle business? You know, they actually know how to get stuff done. You might not like them. You know, they might be jerks. They might be quote unquote bad people. But guess what? Every time the family needs something done, they get it done. And you keep taking it. So if you hate them so much, why are you taking so much from them? Can you handle that about your family? Let's just get real right now. Because some of us can't handle the truth. You know, some of us can't handle the fact that, you know, you want your family to be in a better position. Well, guess what? If you got a black family, you're in America. They might not have been in the position that you wanted them to be. Why are you getting mad at them? How are you going to deal with racism in your daily life and get mad at your family who dealt with it in ways worse than you? So they should have just beat the world just for you in particular. Oh, and can we be truth about this part of the family? Can you be honest about the fact that you might want to be the winner in your family and you might hate everybody else who's been winning in your family? You might hate the fact that you're a loser in a family full of winners, or you're a winner in a family full of losers and everybody's leaning on you. Can you be honest about the fact that you're going to leave people hanging because you don't feel like you're obligated to them? Can we be honest about that? Can we really just go in and tell the truth about that? Can you handle the truth? Can you tell your parents, you know what, y'all were great? Or can you tell your parents, you know what, y'all suck? Can you be honest about that? Can you tell your parents that, guess what? My aunts and uncles was better parents than you. Grandparents was better parents than you. Or can you tell your parents, like, I'm glad you protected me from my grandparents and my aunts and uncles, because Lord knows where I would have been if I would have dealt with them. You say it. What's up, man? Or woman? I don't know. So many of these names. I don't know. But peace to you too, fam. You know, and can you be honest about the fact that maybe you played on the insecurities of your family? Maybe you pitted your parents against each other to get your way, and you worsen the problem in your family. Maybe you don't participate in family, but you want family to participate with you, so you all upset. You only family when it's convenient. Can you be honest about that? Can you handle the fact that family don't know you? Man, young girl, thank you, fam. Can you be honest about that? When your family don't know you, is because you don't interact with them. Ice Dream, what's good? Can you be honest about that? Can you be honest about maybe you're the person who thinks you better than your family, so you looking down on the same family that you came from that pretty much taught you and gave you the foundation to be successful? Jewel, what's going on? Jared, what's popping? You know, that's the thing. Can we be honest about it? You know, can you be honest and say, you know, somebody in your family who's successful, you know, maybe they don't rock with you because you ain't that good of a person. I mean, I'm just saying, because the family is the basis for everything that goes down. So let me go on to the next thing real quick. You're a man. I got you. My bad. Since 2017, man, I'm glad you've been rocking with me, fam. You know, I'm glad I helped in any kind of way, man. Man, ain't nothing wrong with being a virgin, dog. I can tell you this. I was a virgin until I was 20 years old. My parents had me as teenagers, and I was scared to have sex because I didn't want to have no teenager. I didn't want to be a teenage parent. I'm just be honest. But let's go to the next thing. Can you be honest about your age? Can you be honest enough to say you might be young enough to not know as much as you think you do? Can you be honest to say, Sigma, 2016, man, I appreciate you. Harold Jackson, man, thanks, fam. Can you be honest and say, maybe you too old for some things? Third Ward, what's going on? Can you be honest with yourself and say, in reality, you might be too old to be playing dumb or acting young? Oh, Willa Colas, what's up? Yeah, we about to get into that too. Cool Gent, what's popping? Because some people don't want to say the reality that, can you be honest and say, you know what? When you were young, you did all the right things at your age. Sean, what's popping? Oh man, I might get into that a little bit later, but I don't know yet, fam. So what's up with you, Sean? But at a certain age, can you say, when I was young, I did what I was supposed to do? Or can you say, when you was young, you thought you had time and it caught up with you? Can you say that? Can you say you actually put your best foot forward? And when you're older, can you say the reason why you ain't as far ahead in life as you said you want to be is because when you was younger, you didn't do what you were supposed to do. You thought you had time. That's what this was about, right? I mean, hey, honey ass, we gonna get kicked in the teeth by life. That's what life do. I mean, it's about getting up. You know, that's what it's about. Here's the thing. Can you be honest and say when you go out in public, you carry yourself like an adult? Or do you carry yourself like somebody who's too old to be acting like that? You know, you got to ask about that with age. You know, are you a person who looks good for your age? Are you a person who look like you've been through a lot for your age? We got to talk about these things. And don't think I'm just shouting out the black-owned company with Rick Ross and the Manosphere. You see that back in the background. You know, thank you, Jared, man. We got to talk about the real stuff that's going on, though. Because the honesty comes from within first and foremost. You know, can we be honest about the fact that, how can I say this properly? That you might not actually be an old soul. Can you be honest about the fact that you might have aged, but you might still be young and mine? Rogue Scholar, what's up? You know why I'm here. You know, and Mad Dog 2020, yes, a little bit. Now let's be honest about something else that's more important, because I wanted to say age for a reason. Can you be honest about your health? Can you be honest about your diet? Can you be honest and say, you know, no, it ain't no lean? Can you be honest about what you're putting into your body while I'm sipping fucking rosé? That's not the point. Mind your business. Now, anyway, can you be honest about taking care of yourself? Can you be honest about the fact that maybe you like foods that's killing you? Can you be honest about that? Can you be honest about the fact that you might overindulge? Your plate might just be too big and it's going to catch up with you. You know, I was talking to a young lady at the gym this morning. Can you be honest about the fact that you might have been putting up makeup for too long? Or you might have been putting in weaves for too long and now it's messing with your health as you age. Rachel Henry, what's going on? You know, no, it ain't the Amazon sales. You know, I work, so and I don't even buy alcohol a lot, but I bought this maybe about a month, 2 months ago. That's how long it takes me to drink stuff. I mean, I'm like, screw it, whatever. I sit in the refrigerator too long. So let's be honest about the health. Can you be honest about when you work out, you're not really working out? You know, I go to the gym all the time. I left the gym this morning. I went at 8 in the morning, came home, cleaned the house, yada, 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 et cetera, et cetera. But y'all people on the elliptical, I'm getting together. No, you're not. Y'all people on the treadmill going -3 miles an hour. I'm getting in shape. No, you're not. You know, can you be honest about the fact? Oh, Detail, what's popping? Devin, what's going on? Can you be honest about that fact that you got a gym membership, but you really ain't using it like that? Like I caught one of my coworkers some years back. Oh, America's Kemet, what's good? He was outside of a 24-hour fitness smoking cigarettes, you know, saying he about to go in the gym. And I was like, all right, I'll see you when I get in there. I saw him the next day at work. Like, I guess you never decided to go in the gym. He was like, yeah, pretty much, you know. I went. I'm working my way in there. Can you be honest about your health, though? Can you be honest about the fact that you might just have a problem that's going to affect you? I'm about to say some things about this health stuff that's about to make people go, ugh. Can you be honest if you're a guy that if you eating bad and you might have acquired type 2 diabetes or you might be obese, that might be a problem while you're having erectile dysfunction or you don't work your legs out. So, you know, you don't get as much lift as you used to. Can we be honest about that? Ladies, can you be honest about the fact that your health, you've been eating bad and drinking alcohol and, you know, y'all bad with this. I go dancing on the weekends as a workout. That's why your your juice box smell like spoiled tequila because all you do is drink and dance. Dion, what's popping? All you doing is drinking and dancing, barely dancing at that, and you really not losing no weight. And now nobody wants to mess with you because you drinking and smoking and eating bad and you stink. As in down there. But why don't somebody eat me out? As Martin used to say, because it smells like patukatayao. You know what I'm saying? Can you be honest about that? Can you be honest about your sex life sucks? Mr. Natalia, what's going on? Your sex life sucks because you so out of shape, you can't last but 2.5 minutes anyways. You know, when you start sweating real quick, oh God, oh yeah, I'm about to get there. I know you're about to get there. You've been there all day. You can't last more than 3 minutes. I know this already. You know, water all day. I feel you, cool gent. I got some water. This don't look like water. It's supposed to be water, but I'm gonna get some water after this. Okay, that's the thing. That's the thing. Don't trip. You know, but we got to ask these questions. Are you honest with yourself about your health? You know, I had talked to my dad, like, Dad, you're obese, dog. I'm not obese. My dad looked like Vince Wilfork. And he been looking like Vince Wilfork for at least 25 years. Telling me he not obese. I'm looking at him like, really? This what we doing? No problem. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. CP, what's popping? You know, now we got this health thing off the line, and let me scratch that off that list right quick. Can we be honest about maturity? Oh, yeah. Because I was listening to the radio on the way to the gym, and it's the health and maturity. So the young host was talking about what's in your system, as in what drugs are in your system right now. And then one of the other hosts said, man, I got diabetes. And they was like, oh, that's so bad. You fools talking about if you got weed, promethazine, or other illegal substances in your system. But, oh, my God, you got diabetes. You got the sugars. Really? Really? This is what we doing. So let's talk about, can we be honest about maturity going on out here, man? Or the lack of detail, man. What's pop? You know, can we be honest about some of y'all wanted to be grown as children to act like children? I'm grown. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Okay. Okay, no problem. I'm in the jam. You grown. Can't nobody tell you nothing. Get yourself out of that jam. But I need some help. No, you don't need no help. You grown. I don't want to hear that. Can we be honest about maturity, as in some people, if you live how you live, don't lie about your life. Can we be honest that you lying about your life like a child? And that's immature. Can we be honest about that? I just want to know. You know, ooh, woo. I feel you, honey. That's crazy. You know, can we be honest about that? Can we be honest about the fact that some people want you to cater to them like they're queens and kings, but they don't do nothing? Can we be honest about that? You know, can we be honest about the fact that, hey, let me ask you this question. How is it that you get to revert to being a 3-year-old, but you want to be seen as a 30-year-old? But nobody's supposed to look at you like you lost your damn mind. How is it that when you get out of pocket, can't nobody check you because you grown? How's that? I don't understand that. You want to explain that to me? And speaking of maturity, let's just get into this part. How you grown and you still falling for peer pressure? I don't understand this. Let's be honest about maturity right now. You know, can you tell me if your homeboys tell you, man, I wouldn't do that, man, I wouldn't do that. Now, if they're looking out for your best interest, that's one thing. But if they telling you something because they just don't want you to do it, and you go, all right, man, I ain't gonna do it because, you know what I'm saying, I want y'all to, you know what I'm saying, I want y'all to still be down with me. Shut up. That you fell for peer pressure from grown people. You ladies, y'all the same way. Girl, I wouldn't do that for no man. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. Why are you listening to them? Don't nobody like them. Ain't nobody gonna be with them. They single. You know, there's somebody's side chick telling you what not to do for a man, and because they never did nothing for a man, that's why they somebody's side chick now. But you falling for this? You falling for peer pressure as a grown-ass woman. You falling for peer pressure as a grown-ass man. I don't want to hear this shit. Can we be honest about the fact that television don't make you do the shit you're doing? It's not the radio that's doing that. You know why? The reason I'm out here selling drugs because I've been listening to trapping. I'm trapping. No. You wanted to deal drugs because guess what? You felt like it was easy money. And you didn't want to work for nobody. Even though when you're selling drugs, you're working for somebody because you bought it from somebody and you got to go back to that somebody. But you know what? I'm not going to get into that, right? You know, because let's talk about being mature, right? I'm about to get, and it's about to get a little bit off the chain because I'm going to leave that part alone right quick, you know. Because speaking of peer pressure, let's be honest about friends. Are your friends your friends? I mean, are your friends when things are good? Or are your friends when things are bad? See, here's the thing. Everybody, if you got friends and they there for the good times, them ain't your friends. They friends for the good times. They everybody friends when things are good. They everybody friends when the party's popping. They everybody friends when the drinks is free. They everybody friends when you lending them money. Are they your friend? No. Let's be honest about your friends right now. You know, when your real friends are there when the chips are down. The real friends are there when people ain't got your back. The real friends are there when life is kicking your ass. You know, James, what's popping? Iman, what's popping? That's when your real friends pop up. Your real friends ain't got a problem with you living your life and doing your thing. But if you wind up getting messed up in life, your real friends gonna be there. Your real friends take you in when you ain't got no place to go. Your real friends give you money when you broke. Your real friends give you food when you broke. Reese, what's popping? Your real friends watch your kids. And they actually love your kids. That's your real friends. Your real friends will tell you not to leave your wife or your husband, even though things are bad, because they feel like y'all can work it out. It ain't that serious. James, what's popping? Let's be honest about your friends. And let me flip this around. Are you a real friend? Or are you that friend that needs your real friends when you need help, but when your real friends need you, you gone? See, let's be honest about these friendships. Are these friendships or associates or business relationships? And exactly, detail. You know, you can count your real friends on one hand. Oh man, MKT King was popping. You know, which one is the most important? Do you know your friends? And what I mean by do you know what your friends need? Do you know the words your friends need to hear? Do you know the truth your friends need to hear? Do you know that this might cause your friend to go on a downward spiral, or this might cause your friend to go on an upward spiral? Do you know your friends like that? Because if you don't know your friends, them ain't your friends. And once again, do you know if you deserve your good friends? Can we be honest about that? Are you the friend that deserves your good friends, or are you the friend that doesn't deserve your good friends? Maybe the rose kicking in, boss. Now, anyway, I'm just playing. But let's talk about friends. I feel like doing a TLC. Can it stand that? No, but I ain't gonna do that. I already did it though. Oh man, what's popping? You know, here's the thing. Because we don't get into friendship like we should. Andre Hatchie, man, thank you, fam. Keep doing your thing, man. You keep doing your thing. You Eric, y'all keep pushing. Seeing y'all on the hookup in New York, that was some cool shit. I think that was New York. I want to say that was New York because I saw the picture online. I'm not really lit. I mean, I'm just I'm chilling. But are your real friends there for you when you're out of pocket? Rachel, thank you. That's the crazy part about it, because if we're going to be honest, do you owe your real friends? And this is why I'm saying this right now. If you have a real friend and you don't think you owe that real friend for looking out for you, but you have a mortgage, but you owe that bank, you have a credit card, but you owe that credit card company, you have bills, but you owe those companies that provides the service that you have to pay for, but you don't owe your friends, you're not a real friend. I'm gonna just keep it like that. Oh man, E-Fell Records, what's popping? We got to get there. You're not a real friend if you don't owe your friends, if you don't treat your friends like you treat your bill collectors. That's something wrong with that. Something wrong with that. Your friends give you money and you don't give them money back with interest, but you pay somebody else interest. No. And here's a kicker. Oh, Hotep, I see you there, O'Shea, Snoop, Amsterdam, Jackson. Don't ignore the rose. Ignore the rose, fam. Hotep. That's Hotep Rose. Let's get on to this other thing real quick. Can we be honest about goals? Let's be honest. Reese, what's going on? Black Zeus, thank you, fam. Can we be honest about goals? Do you have goals or do you have dreams? It's a difference. It's a difference. See, goals are something you actively pursue. Dreams are some shit you just say. I'm finna do this. If you a finna person, you ain't finna do shit. I'm gonna just be honest about that. Nathan, what's popping, man? Yeah, that Hotep Rose, you know what I'm saying? If you don't step out there and do it, are you really pursuing your goals? Are you really, really going to get it? Nobody says you got to be the most successful person. You got to be a billionaire. Or, it happens, cool. If it doesn't happen, cool. But let's be honest about goals in this way. Did you write down your goals in the first place? If you got goals, did you write them down? Do you have somebody holding you accountable for when you don't actually pursue those goals that you said you had that you wrote down? I want to know. Can you be honest about that? Can you be honest about the fact that maybe your goals are just talk? Show your work. Can you look at your past and see that you've achieved goals in your past? Or was it just dreams? Oh man, something happened. I don't give a shit if something happened. Well, that's not my point, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, I played sports. I got hurt. That didn't stop me from playing sports. That didn't stop me from trying. Maybe I wasn't at full health. So what? Guess what? I didn't quit because I wasn't at full health. I still had a goal that I wanted to achieve. Point blank. You could fail. That's cool. Did you try to achieve your goal is the question. I hope you do achieve your goals. Personally, I really do. But, if you're one of those people who I'm working out at summertime, I wanted to get my summer body. What happened to the body for the rest of the year? You just gonna get a summer body and not a year body? Like, what are you doing? I want to be a millionaire by a certain age, but you don't put in the work in to be a millionaire. So is it a goal or is it a dream? Because things are going to happen. I'm going to tell you something. You can set a goal and life happens. Life might One more time. Look, I know you got this goal, but guess what? I got to slap you around and see if you really, life gonna smack you and whip you just like your parents. I thought I told you, that type of thing. Are they still your goals after you took a little bit of a beating? It's the question. Resurrection, Grandmaster Troll, here you go. And thank you. Are your goals still your goals? Or are they just dreams? Did somebody tell you you're too old and you quit? That don't mean it's not still a goal. You know what I'm saying? Did somebody discourage you who might be there? Exactly, Detail. Thank you. Goals should never end. On to the next, revise. Oh, you just got a nurse practitioner school? Cool, man. Keep pushing, man. Keep pushing. You're gonna be done with that. Keep doing your thing, fam. Keep doing your thing. That's the question. Because a lot of us don't want to be honest and say, we didn't really have goals. We really didn't. David Johnson, thanks, man. I appreciate you. We don't want to say that we didn't have real goals. Because you might have to work to sharpen yourself up on the path to achieving those goals. Do you really want to do the work that it takes to get in a space to achieve those goals? That's the question. A lot of people don't. So can we be honest and say some of these goals are just BS? Relationship goals. You don't like nobody. You can't get along with nobody. How is that a relationship goal if you can't even get along with somebody? What are you talking about? I don't care about all these people on Instagram telling you how they living. That's Instagram living. It's not real life living. People get mad at Floyd Mayweather for actually living his Instagram life for real. Well, like 1.8 million. Man, I don't want to see all them damn cars. I can't afford all them damn cars. But you know what? He really living it. Devin, thank you. This is the question. Because we not really honest about the work we're supposed to be putting into our lives. And I'm going to take this somewhere else that got to go there. Can we be honest about our careers? See, some people got jobs, some people got careers, some people got passions, some people got hustles. I remember reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, the 4 quadrants, right? And he was like, in those 4 quadrants, you can actually make a lot of money working for somebody to a degree. You can make a lot of money being an entrepreneur, getting your own money. You know what I'm saying? You can make a lot of money being an investor. Damn, I done forgot the 4th one. Maybe it's the rosé. It's the Hotep rosé. The Hotep rosé got me. But what he was saying is whatever you're most effective as making money at, that's the goal, is to make money. Hey, man, Zab's still a man. I still like Zab, man. People, yeah, exactly. I read that, Robert Kiyosaki book, Hotep Juice. You're right. Self-employed. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. And see, a lot of people don't want to take into consideration, are you honest about what you are? Are you honest about who you are? Some people say, I don't like my job every day. And I remember I had the CD, I still got it, from Jaguar Wright. She's an R&B singer, soul singer. It's the early 2000s. And she was like, if you don't like your job, quit. Stop acting like a bitch. Here's the thing. If you don't like your career so much, be honest. Are you going to quit or not? Because if you're not going to quit and start pursuing your passion, shut the hell up. Now, because I was born in New Orleans, I do know this about people. You can work your job in the daytime and your passion in the afternoon and the nighttime. Work is only 8 hours. Work is only 8 hours. I got a job. I work every day, really. But I do this every day. It's like part of a hobby. I do my boxing podcast. That's something else I do. You know, I do a little gardening here and there. You know, I do a lot of different things. I do music on the side. Y'all know I wrote a book because I always promote the book. You know, a commute can take up to 2+. You right. You know what? I'm gonna get into that for you, MKT King. Sometimes the cash flow quadrant, exactly. I work, right? Hotep, mahogany. And thank you for the shout out, Suge. I'm sorry I forgot to get back at you. I work, I built my life in this way. I moved into a subdivision that's 5 minutes away from my job. Okay. So guess what? I killed the commute. The commute saved me in the different ways. For one, I don't have to deal with traffic. For two, because traffic stresses people out. For two, it saves on gas. That saves me money in the long haul. And some people do the commute where they get on like the bus, the huge bus, and everybody goes in and you pay your fee and you pay for your parking and all that. I don't have to do all that because I work very close to home. I literally work 7 to 10 minutes. I drive just straight down the street to my job. When I get off early, I can come back. Tony Davis, what's going on, man? And see, this is part about being honest about the career. I like what I do, actually. I don't have a problem with it. I make good money. I don't have a problem with it. But I still do other things. Having a job doesn't mean you have a job and whatever. But it's different. And I'm going to tell you why I say it's different. When I went to college, my initial thing was I didn't like school. But I graduated. But here's the thing. I didn't have family members who taught me which actual direction to go into. So I just picked a major that I was that I liked the most when I was in high school. Meaning I wound up picking psychology as a major. One of my favorite classes in high school was psychology. My second favorite class in high school was physics. Actually, I had a physics honors class. But I was sick when I took that class. And what I mean by sick, I had walking pneumonia for like 3 months. So I got like a C in the class. But I got better grades in the psychology class. So I was like, you know, maybe I should go this way instead of this way. But if I would have stuck with the physics, I'd probably be in a STEM field. But here's the thing. If you're excellent at something, doesn't matter what field you're in, period. I'm going to tell you that right now. And this is why I'm getting into the career thing, being honest about your career. Because some people, I was a teenager then, Rachel. It don't matter. I was like spitting up blood every freaking morning. It was disgusting, but it's over with. I know I can handle a lot of stuff. But back to this career thing. If you don't like your job, why don't you find another one? Or if you can't find another one, why don't you stay at your job? And I'm going to say this to people in general. If you don't like your job, that hatred for working for somebody should actually give you the energy to actually put you in another direction when you get off of work. I mean, you know, a lot of people, I hate my job, but you go to sleep and you wake up and go right back to it. If you hate it that much, you would go home and carve out your plan to create an income outside of your job. There ain't nothing wrong with that. Money's out here in a multitude of ways. It's not about the money. Sometimes people get comfortable in their career, in their job. Now, here's the thing. Just like you might be scared of being an entrepreneur. I get it. Char, what's going on? How you doing? You know, You might be uncomfortable with stepping out there and being an entrepreneur. Cool. Don't worry about that. If you're scared of being an entrepreneur, this is what you need to do. Stay at your job because you got the internet at your disposal. Work as an entrepreneur online. Build your business online. Build your brand online. Build your name online. Make it work for you. A lot of people BSing at their job anyways. You're on the phone. You're on the internet. You got a lot of time to waste because at work, y'all wasting a lot of time. Taking an extra lunch, 2-3 hour lunch. Personally, I don't even do lunch at work. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't do lunch. That's that. I'm dead ass serious. I get my job done, get it over with, go home, do the other things that interest me. Man, Toreen, what's going on? That video you did on a girl in England who didn't want to participate in those shenanigans, and she got suspended. Yeah, I'm glad you did that, fam. I'm glad you did that. And the blackface dude, I'm glad you did that. Appreciate it. Tony Davis, thank you. Now, because a lot of us don't want to be honest about, where we're going in life. We think that, life is built in a certain way. Guess what? Oh, man. America is coming. I actually hit the show button for the link you put up. Try to put it up again, and I'm going to hit the show button again. I don't know if YouTube don't let it or not, but do it again. If you got a career, let's just be honest with you. Because I'm working on a time management schedule, to be perfectly honest. Like, I do these YouTube videos as a hobby. I do my other stuff as a hobby. This hobby actually makes money from time to time. So I'm like, cool, that's nice. I just like getting my thoughts out there. The book makes money from time to time. That's nice. But I'm working to a point where when I'm at work, I'm going to start day trading because I've worked my schedule so well. Because I just want to do it. I want to see how it goes. I've done my research and all that. I just want to do something different as a challenge. Exactly. Got hobbies that make money. And I like doing things. I like the challenge of doing things. Some people don't like the challenge of life, so they run away from doing other stuff. You can't be successful if you're scared of taking risks. I'm going to just be honest with you. And I just like the challenge, and challenges kind of drive me, not money. So maybe that's just me in a different way. Curtis Freeman, what's popping? But can we be honest about that? Now, the next thing I got to say, can we be honest about? Can we be honest about love? Can we be honest about that? First and foremost, can you be honest about the fact if you love yourself or don't love yourself? Can you be honest about that? People can tell if you love yourself by the way you treat yourself. Art, what's going on? Can you be honest about the way you treat yourself? See, this is where people get it twisted. If I can tell Neon Eyes, I'm sorry, Sugar, I should have said you longer. Yoga, what's going on? If you don't like yourself and you don't love yourself, don't expect other people to love you. Don't think other people owe you love that you're not giving yourself. I'm just going to be honest about that. Can we be honest about that? The habits that you have that disrespect yourself, don't expect other people to treat you better than you treat you. Can we be honest about that? I just want to know. I just want to know. Now, I'm about to say something that some of y'all may get or may not get. Some of y'all are financial or relationship homosexuals. See, you do something for your gender, but you wouldn't do it for the opposite sex. So if you're looking for love, how can you? See, if you're a woman who I ain't gonna never spend no money on no man, well, hold up. But you spend money on your girlfriends. You take your girlfriends out to brunch. You take your girlfriends out to a spa day. You take your girlfriends out to get their nails done, You do stuff like that. You do that for your girlfriends. Fellas, we not that much. Like, we go out with the fellas, we'll buy fellas food, but we got that, man, who go, if we buying drinks, everybody could switch up and get everybody around, Torian, I'm trying new phrases. That's the question. Is when we talking about love, do you really want love, or do you really want somebody to love you while you act like you ain't got no sense? Can we be honest about that? Can if you want somebody to love you today or love you all week, it's 7 days in a week. So you want them to love you 7 days in a week. How many days you gonna love them back? Can we be honest about that? Some people want you to love them 7 days a week while they love you 2 days a week. Can we be honest about the laziness? The laziness that people are exhibiting out here. I love you, but I love you when I want to love you, but I want you to love me all the time. But I don't understand why you cheating on me. What? Let's get to it. Can we be honest about the fact that you take pleasure in screwing the person who loves you over? Can we be honest about that? Can you be honest about the fact that you shortchange yourself? Pretty natural. What's going on? Men are feminine now. Yeah, women are masculine now. So people got what they asked for. You got softer men and harder women. That's what you asked for. You got what you asked for. So this is the thing. Can you be honest about the fact that, and this is what I'm about to say, it might sound cold, it might sound messed up. Can you be honest about the fact that you wanted a certain kind of love? You thought it was feasible, and now that you got it, you don't want it no more. You thought it was what you wanted, but now you done wasted somebody else's time because what you thought you wanted, you don't want no more because it don't actually work well with you. You thought it worked well as a theory, but as a practical application, it doesn't. So can we be honest about that? Can we be honest about the fact that some of us want to actually not love another person, but just want to hate another person? We want a person to be there to take our hatred out on. Can we be honest about that? Can we? You don't like the opposite sex, but so you want to torture the opposite sex. Can we be honest about that? Because some people don't want to be truthful about this stuff. Can we be honest about the fact that you love the opposite sex because you want to use the opposite sex? They're here for you to use. Reese, thank you. They're here for you to use. He here as a tool for me to use. She here as a tool for me to use. Can we be honest about that? Or how can I say this in a non-confrontational way? Can we be honest about the fact that we don't want to actually fall in love or have respectable or functioning relationships because our parent, our mother, or our father got did bad by somebody, and to get back at them, we want to treat everybody that we're dating like the person who treated your mama or your daddy bad got treated. And thus you're sabotaging yourself. Now you done got back at your mama and your daddy's boyfriend or girlfriend, or your mama or your daddy, or your stepfather or your stepmother through these people. Now what? Now nobody mess with you. Now what? Now what's going on? Can we be honest about that? Can we be honest that you wasn't really truthful about your intentions? Now Next topic, can you be honest about happiness? Can you? See, a lot of people say they happy. Are you really? Is your smile genuine? Is a smile on in your teeth and in your eyes? Is a smile in your heart? Can you be honest about the things that make you happy? Or are the things that make you happy just commercials like a child? Are the things that make you happy like Christmas? Oh, I want a PlayStation. Oh, it's gonna make me so happy if you give me this, if you give me this. And then 5 minutes after you get it, you don't like it no more. Can you be honest about your happiness? I think the Hotep Rose, I think it's the eyes and the thing, the Hotep Rose talking. Are people really happy? Can you be honest about maybe you find your happiness in an orgasm and it sabotages your life? You know, Dion, you know it's about to go down, fam. You know, can you be Stefan? What's popping? Hustle Habit, what's going on? You know, can you be honest about your own happiness? Can you be honest about it? Or do you need something to make you happy? Do you need somebody to do for you to make you happy? See, happiness is an inside job. It's not an outside job. You know, does attention make you happy, or does attention pacify you because you're unhappy? Zach, what's popping? You know, this is the question. Are you actually happy? Can we be honest about what are the things that actually make you happy, and are they real things? Are they tangible things? Are they intangible things? You know, can a compliment make you happy? If somebody got to do something for you, it makes you happy. I'm gonna say something. I've been saying a whole lot of shit, but whatever. A person can tell if you're truly happy if you don't blame them for you being unhappy. See, when you're happy, it's a choice. Thank you, Neon Eyes. You know, happiness is a choice. Everything in life is a choice. So did you choose to be happy? Or did you choose to let somebody else be in charge of your own inner happiness? Let's be honest about this. Because a lot of people don't want to say, you know, the reason you're really not, that you're happy is because you chose to be. I'm going to be happy whether you like not. I'm going to be happy whether you do me wrong or you do me right. I'm going to be happy. I don't have to be around unhappy people. I can choose to leave. Let's be honest about this happiness. Are you committed to it? Is it something that you're really down for? You know, it's no way in hell that you can say that you're a happy person when you don't have a sense of humor. Because life is going to throw adversity at you regardless. You're going to deal with pain regardless. You're going to deal with a lot of stuff regardless. Hold up, let me see. I'm about to hit the show button, America is Kimmy, just so you know. Yeah, okay. Cool. So are you really happy? Want to know? Or is your happiness showing other people that you're happy? Because that don't look like happiness to me. Naima, thank you. That don't look like happiness to me when you got to let everybody else know that you're happy. You know, and I'm going to say this, and I hope people get it. Are you comfortable being you and completely happy and transparent and acting happy when people go, oh, why are you acting like that? You having fun. Oh, you singing, you dancing, you kind of acting a fool. You acting like you happy. T-Miles, what's popping? You know, you acting like you happy. You know, are you no, but let me go. Let me just take this somewhere else because I'm gonna check that one off. Can you be honest about you being unhappy or in pain? And I gotta ask this question because a lot of people are committed to being in pain. A lot of people are committed to being a victim. A lot of people are committed or to telling people the story of how they got done bad. A lot of people are protecting themselves from getting done bad again because they're scared of being free from the pain. A lot of people love their pain more than they do their happiness. So, are you really in pain, or are you just addicted to pain? That's the question. I used to clown with my homeboy before he died. Man, thanks to the Haitian. I appreciate you, fam. A lot, my homeboy used to he's passed on now. My best friends, I've said this before. One of my best friends, Mike, and my other is my grandmother. Like over 10 years ago, Mike died on New Year's Day. My grandmother died 2 weeks later. But so at that point, my closest people that I talk to every day, closest human connection, were gone. And I ain't found a connection like that since. But me and Mike used to talk. Mike had a drug problem. When he was in college, he smoked weed. When he got out, he went to the military. He got out, he did harder drugs. And I used to tell him, I said, look, man, drugs are for celebratory purposes. Celebrate. That's why people get drunk and get high. You use that to celebrate. You pop champagne and drink to celebrate. If people want to do harder drugs, it should be to celebrate. But when you're doing it to mask your pain, it's not, man, T-Moss, thank you. It's not, well, what's popping? It's to celebrate. It's not to get over the pain, because the pain's still going to be there when it's over. So you're going to wind up having to get high and drunk again because you're trying to escape. Drugs is it should be celebratory, not escapism. And I don't condone people using drugs, but I'm just saying, I was telling my best friend this. He understood what I was talking about. But we use escapism with pain. We use things, we're not honest about our pain because we keep doing things to pacify the pain. We don't actually get to the root cause of the pain and get rid of it. Thank you, Aaron. I'm glad I'm giving you something, fam. You know what I'm saying? This is the issue. Are you committed to it? Are you honest about the fact that you might like your pain more than you do your happiness? You might like pain more than you do pleasure. Pain might be why you get off. Now, here's the thing. You're supposed to use pain as a motivating tool to get better in life, because pain is a part of life. But guess what? Face your fears. You got me thinking about Talladega Nights, David. Face your fears, son. It's a goddamn cougar in the car. But that's part of the issue. If you let your pain rule you and control you, and everything you do is out of a place of pain, you ain't gonna never live life. You ain't gonna never live. Pain and fear should never control you as a human being. Now some people get reckless when facing their fears and start doing things that just put your life at risk. Don't be an adrenaline junkie. See, adrenaline junkies mess around and get killed because I ain't afraid of nothing. You got to have a healthy fear of some things. Okay? Don't be like that. But let's be honest about your pain. And can you be honest and say your pain might not be as painful as you think compared to other people's pain who found happiness? Can we be honest about that? See, some people, you're in pain over some petty shit. You're in pain over something somebody else been through. Can we be honest about the fact that you can find somebody who turned that negative into a positive that's the exact same pain that you got? Can we be honest about that? It ain't that hard to find them either. Their stories are all out here on the internet. Their stories are all here out on the internet. I used to read when I was a child and a young man. I used to read a lot of autobiographies to see what people went through. Uh-oh. I used to read that type of stuff. See, man, what did they go through? They found a way to get past that. They use that pain as a motivation. And sometimes, can we be honest about this? Sometimes a lot of people create pain by being petty because that's the only way that they can motivate themselves. You can motivate yourself through happiness. You can motivate yourself through love. You can motivate yourself through peace. You can motivate yourself through, how can I say this? Indifference even. Pain does not have to be your gasoline, for the gasoline for your engine. You can find another gas. You can have an electric car, mind you. You can find something else to motivate you and push you. See, people don't want to talk about these things, you know, because I think we need to be honest about where we at. And you know what? I'm gonna add something in here. And I'm doing this for you, Andre Hatchett, because you've been in the chat. Can you be honest about your money? Can you be honest about how you respect money? Can you be honest about how you spend money, how you invest money? You know, can you be honest about the money that you actually need to survive? Can you be honest? Dima, what's going on? Shout out to you. I like all your work, fam. And I know you be cracking up when you be making it stuff because O'Shea told me. You know, Mr. Imperfect, Imperfection. I'm sorry. You know, here's the thing. Can you be honest about the money that you make and the money that you've made and the money that people have given you and the money that people have saved you, gave you the opportunity to do the things that you want to do with your life? Now, it's up to you to do it or not. Can you be honest about, you know, what you need to? Can you be honest about the fact that you may or may not know what you need to retire? Can you be honest about the fact that you might like to work, period, and it keeps you young, keeps you vibrant, and the money you make is okay? Can you be honest about what class you're in? T-Boz, thanks for giving people that information. Can you be honest about the class you're in? You know, can you be honest about the fact that you might get content at a certain number? Can you be honest about the fact that, you know, you may or may not be doing the right things? This is what I mean. Can you be honest about this? That the money you spend going out can be the money you use for health insurance. Can you be honest about the money that you spend to go out or go on vacation can be the money you use for homeowners insurance or apartment insurance? And for anybody who's got an apartment, that doesn't cost much a month to insure. Maybe it used to be like $5 to $8. So it might be a little bit more than that. Can you be honest about how much you need for life insurance? And can you scale back your wants to make sure your needs are met? Now, can we be honest about money in this fact? That the money that you're putting aside might be for your next generation. Can you be honest about the fact that maybe if you're working so your children or grandchildren or your nieces and nephews don't have to work as hard as you, maybe you need to make sure they respect money so they don't blow it? Can we be honest about the fact that you might not be teaching the people that's going to inherit your money to respect money, and thus that generation after them is going to wind up broke? Can we be honest about that? Can we be honest as black folks that we ain't white folks, and we never had white folks money? So, you know, if we got the type of money that white folks got, you know, shout out to Rick Ross. black company, whatever. I got to get that Earl Stevens in here. That's E40 stuff. Can we be honest about the idea that if we might have to be a financial sacrificial lamb for the next generation? Yeah, you want that car, you want that watch, you want that dream house, you want those nice clothes, but you might have to. I don't want the next kids to come up growing up like me. Maybe I need to just sit down. A lot of y'all know this. A lot of black folks know this. Y'all got a granddad, grandma who live what you would consider in a poverty situation, but they always got money. The house ain't spectacular. The car is a cool car. It might be an old school, might be a bucket. They don't dress nice, but they always got a whole lot of money in their pocket. They happy. If you fall on hard times and you living better than them, they gonna give you the money. When they die, can we be honest about you not having a will? That maybe you need to write out a will. We don't know when we're gonna die. See, I got a life insurance policy. I got, how can I say this? I've set up my things to the fact that my son is gonna get them when I die. But if I die and he's young, he's gonna have to be like 25 before he gets everything. Because I don't want people to go, oh, I got cash to blow. No. Not finna do that. Not finna do that. Can we be honest about this? Can we be honest about credit? You're gonna get done bad. Chickadee, what's popping? Can we be honest about people not knowing their credit score? Damn, I see. You gonna make me start learning some of the things you saying in your language. Kimmy, what you talking about? Herpes, dog? I'm talking about money. Can we be honest about sometimes we waste money because we want the comfortable amenities of life, the extravagant amenities of life, to the point that we sabotage ourselves financially. When I was in college, this young lady from Nigeria, she's a pretty little slim thing. She's a pretty little dark-skinned slim thing. She had these tribal, you would think she had scars on her face, but it's like 3 lines here, 3 lines here. It was from her tribe, right? Pretty though. She's real beautiful, slim girl. She was dressed to the nines. And I was in college, played sports, worked, all this, that. Damn, David Johnson, you know what? Salute. 820. He know his scope. And y'all, if y'all don't know, the shit you got to do to get an 820, you got to be really on point. Because I think the average in America is around 6 something, like 620 to 640 or something like that. Now, here's the thing. A lot of y'all don't want to take this into consideration. Right. T-Maz, your mom might got a 780 because she's older. Like, a lot of times we don't teach kids about credit, how to build their credit. You can build your credit as a kid. Here's where people mess up. You send your kids to college and you give them credit cards and they blow it. You let them get credit and let them get massive credit card debt. And they don't understand credit. And by the time they get out of college, they got bad credit and they got student loans. Or you don't send them to college, they get grown and they don't have credit because they were children and they never have credit. So they never built credit. So you don't actually have a good score because you don't have anything. I'm one of those people. I got one credit card. Might sound crazy. I got one credit card. My balance right now, 0. I I got one of them credit cards that's tied to an airline, so I get the points. So I pay my shit off and get points. When I went to Las Vegas, it cost me $11. I'm going to Chicago, cost me $11. $11 because I used the points. And what I was messing around to do, I use the points to catch a flight, and I use my credit card to rent a car to get more points. And then guess what? Half of the flight was basically free on the points. And people do this with all kinds of stuff with credit and points. Have we talked about this? Are you honest about your money situation? Are you honest about your finances? I got kind of a 401k retirement plan or whatever. And for y'all who don't understand this, like, I got a home, y'all. This is my house, basically. This is my house. I've been in this house for over 10 years. I picked this neighborhood. I ain't picked the neighborhood. I picked the area because everything is built around it and accessible. Dima, I don't know if it's gonna work. Okay. Because of accessibility. Because if you got a place that's very accessible, in an area that's very accessible, and it's in a nice area, it's going to drive your property value up because they're building around it. So where I'm at, it's like what'd you call that? Mall, medical center, kind of like theme parks, a lot of hotels. So people gotta keep it up. Like a lot of not necessarily like a strip center and a kind of city center where you can actually take your kids and stuff like that. Stuff like everything is very, very close to me. Like it's basically where I'm at is a city outside of a city, right? So basically my home value doubled in the last 10 years, close to doubled. I say that to say this, because we talk, like, let's be honest about money. I don't have a gang of money in a bank account. But if you ask me about my retirement, a lot of y'all people don't put into if y'all got jobs, y'all don't put into your retirement. Let me tell y'all something about this. If you put into your retirement, you can put in a small amount and your company will match your amount if you want at a certain type of company. But if you keep at a certain number, it might seem small. You might get to $5,000, $10,000. Don't seem like much. It might be small jumps. You're going to get to like 20,000, 40,000. Then that money going to start going from here to here, to bop, to bop, to bop. And you're going to look at your retirement like, what type of shit is this? When did I make this kind of money? You didn't. Interest and the money that makes money. People use your money to make money. So you're going to make more money. And here's the thing about investing, because I learned this from an old school guy that works at my job, works in the same company, rather. Let's be honest about money, right? Money doesn't work in the way you think at times. You have to be smart with what you save. You have to be smart with what you spend. You have to be smart in the debts that you accrue. You have to be smart in the way you pay off your debts. Because if you don't watch yourself, you might wind up, taxes are going to be coming. If you hit a certain tax bracket, guess what? You're going to pay more taxes. So sometimes you might want to have certain tax shelters. You might want to have a tax shelter when you make a certain amount of money to save you from paying an exorbitant amount of tax. A lot of us don't understand money or taxes or investing in other things. You're going to have to pay taxes. That's just part of life. But even when it's time to pay taxes. When you're making money outside of well, I mean, will I make it to 62 to 65 to see the money? Here's the thing, and I feel you on that. I'm glad you said that. I am a person who's advocate about working out and going to the gym and eating healthy. You know, the food you eat, your workout regimen, and the way you take care of yourself and deal with stress will add longevity to your life. I'm just using like the 401 as an idea. I get what you're saying, Ron. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, but just in money and just in the base sense. But don't think I don't have separate bank accounts. I got a bank account for my stuff. I got a bank account for side stuff. I got like multiple bank accounts. You know, sometimes you got to understand, even, are you living with money? Are you living at your means or beneath your means or above your means? Here's the thing. You got to learn how to live beneath your means. Because if you don't, you're going to always be like Rich Dad, Poor Dad who always got a job, got a raise, bumped up his living his lifestyle, but stayed in the same financial space. If you live beneath your means, you can save the money to bump up your lifestyle and not take a hit. See, this is the thing that people don't, right? 529s, exactly, fam. There's, that's, I think that's for the kids too, like for college expenses and whatnot. You know, a lot of people don't want to talk about, the things we do. A lot of people don't want to talk about the way we spend money. See, a lot of us don't even take into consideration. A lot of us let technology think for us, and it hurts you financially. What I mean by that is this. I can still go into a grocery store and price out what I'm buying, and price out what I got in my bank account, and price out how much I'm spending, and make sure I use it to its fullest. If you go to the grocery store and buy food, and you go in your refrigerator and you wind up throwing away some of the food you bought, you're wasting your money. Real talk. If you're a person who goes out to eat because you don't want to cook, you're wasting your money. If you're a person who is a hedonist, 9 times out of 10, you being a hedonist means you're impulsive and you're going to do what just makes you happy. You're probably going to be a person who's an impulsive shopper, and what's going to wind up happening, you're going to spend your money back. If you don't want your kids, if you grew up poor and you don't want your kids to grow up like you grew up, and you give them shit, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be bad with money. If you think you deserve something or you've earned something in life, but you can't afford it, but it's still going to kind of make things tight, but you buy it anyways, guess what's going to happen? You're going to waste your money. If you grown and you still don't use coupons, you're going to waste your money. If you don't know how to shop when food is in season, you're going to waste your money. And what I mean by that is, a lot of people don't realize this is a good thing. It's a health tip and a money tip. There are certain foods that are abundant in certain seasons. We forget about that because in America, you can go to the grocery store and get every goddamn thing. But guess what? Before the 4th, corn was 10 corn on the cobs, in the thing for $10. Guess what? 10 for $1. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. 10 corns in the husk for $1. You think I didn't buy that? The hell yeah, I bought that. And I only needed 5, so I bought it 5. So I bought 5 husks of corn for 50 cents. Put this shit in my refrigerator, put some on the grill. I buy watermelons when they're on sale. I got one for 77 cents. I bought 2, put one in my freezer, and I make slushes out of them joints when I unfreeze it. That saves money. I buy spring water. Helps with your health. See, this rosé is just, but I drink spring water all the time. And guess what? Drinking water is a whole lot cheaper than drinking juice and drinking tea and drinking all these other concoctions. Bam! Doesn't bother you much. And let's talk about money in this way. Sometimes you have to buy things that are more expensive because they last longer than the cheap shit that you want. See, sometimes if you buy something cheap, I buy shit on sale. I don't buy shit that's cheap. It's a difference. When you buy cheap shit, you're gonna wind up buying multiple things. And when you buy multiple things, it shit winds up being expensive. So can we be honest about money in that way? You know, sometimes exactly it's about efficiency and optimization. Sometimes when you think you're gonna just get over shit don't work. I'm just be real with you. You know, water is best in my opinion. You know, get a gym membership. If you get a gym membership, first of all, it's gonna save you money on your health insurance. Second, because as you get older, your health insurance probably is going to go up. But that also ties into your health also. But second, and here's the thing. If you have a gym membership and health insurance, they're going to take that into consideration. If you're a good driver, that lowers your insurance as far as driving cars. I got 2 cars. One that's fully paid off, one that got a note. Guess what? The one that's fully paid off is in liability. The one that got a note is in full. But here's the issue. It's cheaper to have, sometimes it's cheaper to have 2 cars when you got one paid off. And I'm going to tell you why. Use condoms. I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one, Tony. Lee, what's popping? Let me see. Hold up. I'm going to get you. Lee Bike. I'm going to tell you. Give me 1 second. I just had to do this. Pyro, man, stop dissing Russia. Pyro, I got a Southwest credit card because I'm in Houston, and basically, I can have a Southwest or a Continental, honestly, because to a degree, Houston has a lot of flights that go Southwest because Hobby does Southwest and Bush does Continental. So I got a Southwest card, and I use the points on Southwest. Like if you get on Southwest right now and get a credit card, I think they give you 80,000 reward points off top. So if you get 80,000 reward points off top, I'm going to tell you what you do. If you want to take a flight somewhere, you fuck around, you buy a plane ticket on an awkward time and sometimes an awkward day. Like if you buy a plane ticket in prime time hours, that shit might be 15 to 30,000 points. But if you buy the shit like Sunday morning, like early morning, or during a weekday when people at work, the fucking ticket gonna be like 6,000 points, maybe 8,000 points. So if you have a vacation and you make your vacation kind of like in the middle of the week to the middle of the week, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna wind up happening. You're gonna wind up spending 15 to 16,000 points on the ticket, and what you're gonna wind up paying is $11 for the actual like taxes or whatever. So the flight for you is gonna cost $11, and then you could do that with your hotel. You could do that. You can use your points for your hotel, or you can use your points for your your car rental. Me personally, I'll pay for the hotel. I use my points for the flight, and I'll pay for but I'll pay for maybe the hotel or the car rental on my point. No, just straight up credit, and that way I earn more points, and I just get it and pay it real quick. Because if you get a rental car, you can get a rental car that's like $9 a day or some shit, but you wind up getting like 6,000-7,000 points if you rent a car for a certain amount of time, So bam, you get half of those points from the flight back any fucking ways. And you can take another flight. And so you wind up taking 2, 3, 4 vacations during the year doing that shit. So that's your answer on that, fam. You know, exactly, hustle habit. You know, and some people don't realize that. Exactly. So, and for me, I got a kid. So guess what? I could buy his flights to come to my city too. Right? Or if you want to go somewhere, buy him flights on the points. Saves on child support or the extra money that you spend on child support. That's actually how I wound up getting the credit card tied to an airline, because it saves money that you don't need, because my son's mother would play games financially with tickets and shit like that. So I buy a ticket and she wouldn't put them on a plane, and I get shit out of luck on the ticket and shit like that. But that's what you do. Yeah, you get the cancel seat, but you don't even have to do that. That's like buddy passes. Like I know people who have buddy passes and shit like that. But I'm gonna get back to this, and then I'm yeah, yeah, exactly. Credit unions are good too. Like another thing, if you don't have a credit union, get in a credit union, and just put an account in a credit union, and it'll save you money on interest when you're paying off like cars, furniture, shit like that. And if you wind up having a car loan and you don't have a credit union, or get a bank or have a secondary bank that's like a credit union, what you do is keep that account for a year, because some people you got to wait a year. Keep it and go back to your credit union or that smaller bank and refinance your loan for cheaper through that bank. They pay off the balance, and it's cheaper, than you get a cheaper rate than you did initially when you got the credit, when you got your quote unquote car or whatever. And then you wind up paying less on the back end. But if you keep in your budget when you buy the car in the first place, you wind up pay the same amount that you paid as far as car payments. When you go to the credit union, you can wind up paying that shit off even faster. So get accustomed to doing that shit. And your credit is gonna keep bumping up after that, anyways. So I'm just saying, right? But Dante, what's good? Right? Sign up for rewards program, chickadee. The rewards programs will save you a whole lot of money. A lot of people don't pay into that. Exactly, hustle habit. Salute to you. And right, see, and that's the thing. As a homeowner, you can write things off as expenses, and a lot of people aren't honest about this stuff, because a lot of people don't think about this stuff. So you can bump up your credit score, and also, but you gotta stay in your lane. Like I bought a house. I got a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house, 2-car garage, nice yard. I bought it when the subdivision was first starting. So a lot of the houses that are built here now, and I'm gonna say this for y'all, for all you people who want to buy a home, here's the thing. It's best to buy a home in a newer subdivision because they're cheaper. And over time, more people are going to move in there, and then the rate of the houses are going to go up. But don't buy a house you can't afford. Don't ever do that. And what I mean by that is this: buy a house in ideal terms where you can cover your mortgage and your bills on one paycheck. Now, if that's too much for you, and you might have to work overtime for that, understandable, because America is a trip. Cost of living keeps going up. But make it one paycheck and maybe a quarter to a third of the next paycheck. So you have a bunch of money on the side. So if you have extra money on the side, if you got a mortgage, and I learned this in the process, the first year your mortgage, if you get a mortgage and it's a certain amount of money, if you get it in the beginning of the year, that's one thing. If you get it in the middle of the year, your mortgage might bump up at the beginning of the next year. So get a mortgage that if you get a 30-year mortgage, you can still pay the extra $200 that you would on a 15-year mortgage. Do that. Fixed. Yeah, fixed. Pay that, so if your 15-year mortgage is $1,300 to $1,500 and your 30-year mortgage is $1,000. Make it so that 13 to 15 is comfortable for you to take that hit every month that's above your initial mortgage cost outside of your bills. Because you constantly be paying that shit down while it's going. And if you get tax money back, put the tax money towards your mortgage. Because think about this. If you get taxes back, and all you single mothers, this is where y'all fuck up. Y'all get EIC credits, earned income credits for your children, and you can use that every year that you got a child to just pay it on your goddamn mortgage. That $3,000, put that towards your mortgage every month. I mean, your mortgage for the year. So say if 10 years go by and you got EI, earned income credit on that child, put that shit in your mortgage. That's an extra $30,000 over 10 years that, guess what, pays down your mortgage. And then it adds up. And then you're paying your mortgage as it goes. By the time you get to 10, 15 years, your shit's paid off. See, men can't do that because men don't have custody. So men got to take a harder road. But a lot of y'all single mothers, y'all fuck that up royally. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest with you. Yeah, get a fixed mortgage. No, don't get that adjustable shit. No, never get adjustable shit. So let's be honest about this shit. No, Andre Hatchett is Andre Hatchett. Like, you gotta get Ron Matthews. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? CDs. I've done CDs too. Ron Matthews. I've done CDs. I actually started doing CDs when I was in college. I would put the money aside, put it in CDs, and that's how I would actually pay my tuition. So I put the money aside in the CD for a few years. It was a short amount of time, but people get adjustable mortgages because that's all they can get, because sometimes they have bad credit. All this won't work if you smoke weed. That's the problem. And a lot of this stuff has to do with what Curtis Freeman just said: desperation and impatience. Don't put yourself in a bad situation. Learn how to cook for yourself. Learn how to clean. I cut my own grass. I learned how to roof. I can do my own roofing. Certain plumbing jobs I could do. I don't do my own electrical work. When you learn these skills, it saves you money. Frederick, what's popping? What's good with you? Yeah, I feel that. I learned how to fix my cars in certain ways. Truth be told, all of those small things add up. All of those small things add up. If you learn how to change your oil, change your tires, this, that, and the third, all of that stuff adds up. If you buy tools, that helps you financially. Because if you buy tools, you'll be able to use the tools that you buy. Like I got a fence, and people break the fence and shit happens with the fence. I just go to Home Depot, I measure out shit in the fence, I buy new wood, bam, 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 bam. That's new fence work. Ain't got a problem. I do that all the time. I actually got a bunch of wood in my garage right now. I bought extra shingles for my roof just in case. So if I got to get on the roof, put new shingles up, bam, 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 bam. It saves you that time. Pay attention to the small things. I got carpet in my house, because I got it like 10 years ago. I always vacuum. Like, I'm one of them people that got lines on the carpet that looks like you don't never walk on the shit, because that saves you money. You don't have to pull up the carpet because people walking on it and getting it dirty and shit like that. And then you got to put down the new floor. Same thing with watering your grass. You water your grass grows. But you water your grass And low key, you water your foundation so your foundation doesn't crack, so your house doesn't lean. That's why you water your grass. That's why you water the side of the house while the grass is there too. That helps you over time. Those small things count. Never pay attention to the details. Pay attention to the details financially. When you're making a certain amount of money, pay your fucking taxes. Because if you don't fucking pay your fucking taxes, the way they do interest, they're gonna fuck you worse than having better credit. Pay your fucking taxes. Okay, they'll put you on a payment plan. That's worse than having a credit card, believe me. And if you got a credit card and you got a small amount of taxes and you can't pay it, and you got a good rate on your credit card, fucking pay your credit card, pay your taxes with your credit card, and pay that shit off. Because you get behind the taxes, they're gonna get your ass. I'm gonna be honest with you. IRS don't fucking play with you. But you know what? And I live in Texas, so there's no state tax. All you people, I love. If I was to move, I would move to Vegas because it's hot, no state tax. Florida because it's hot, no state tax. Minnesota doesn't have a state tax either. If I had to go back up north, I forget the fifth state that doesn't have state tax. But I love if they ain't got no state tax, that saves you money. Learn, understand certain things. Summertime gonna kick your ass on the AC though. But I'm done with this one. I've been on here for a minute. Pennsylvania, thank you. Is Delaware? You sure it's Delaware? Damn, okay. Okay, Miss Price, what's going on? I'm about to get out of here. I'm done. I hope y'all got something from this stuff. But let's be honest about everything. You know what I'm saying? Damn, Tennessee don't have state tax either? Oh, that's dope. So I'm done. Catch y'all on the next one. Enjoy y'all day, everybody. Have some fun. Peace.